Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly vlog. So it's Monday and I am officially starting a new vlog, even though I need to edit last week's vlog. Hopefully I can edit that and have that up soon. But yeah, I wanted to start this vlog off because my week is about to change. And by change, I mean my kids are going back to school. So I'll be at home a lot more by myself. So it's a bittersweet moment because one, my kids will be at school and the house will be quiet, but two, I will be thinking about them while they're in school, making sure, wondering that they're safe always, because you know what, we're in a bullshit world. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because if you know, you know, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows, like everybody in the entire world knows. So there's that. But I wanted to hop on also to share with you guys my reading plans for the week. I have one book that's not on my little stack because it's actually on my Kindle, which is One of Us is Lying. I'll share it sometime during this vlog, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. But this is my little stack here. This is my little weekly stack. Will I get through all of the books for this week? Probably not. But if not for the week, this is what my reading plans are for the month. So that's still good. I might add another book on this list. But first I want to try and get through all of this. And if I have time to put another one on here, I'll definitely throw another book on here for the month. But anyways, the first book I have on the top of the stack is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, which I've never read anything by this author, but this wasn't the first book I bought from this author. The first book I actually bought from this author was Book Lover, I believe that's what it's called. A lot of people really like that book. The only reason why I decided to pick that book up, the Book Lover book up, was because Mina on Mina Reads was talking about it and it just sounded really amazing. And I think she said she liked this one too, so I got the two that she liked. No, there was another one, I think it was Beach Reads. She didn't like that one so much, so I decided to go with the ones that she liked, and hopefully I'll like them just as much as she did. So yeah, this is one of the books that I'll be reading. The next two are by the same author, so I have November 9 by Colleen Hoover and Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I've been on a Colleen Hoover kick. I was gonna say kick ever since I read Verity, and I read It Ends With Us, and then I also read All You're Perfect, which All You're Perfect was not my favorite, and in that one it kind of rubbed me the wrong way on a specific part that I tried to voice on Twitter. But I feel like it's always going to be a 50-50 debate with that, and I'm not going to get too into that either, because like, you know, my opinions are my opinions, and other people with opposite opinions, that's their opinions. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And the last book I had on the stack, or in the stack, is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, which I already started this. I'm actually reading this on my Kindle as well. Like, I have the ebook version of it, so that way I can read it faster. But if I end up like not, because the ebook version is actually through the library, so if I can't renew the library copy, I at least have a physical copy. So yeah, that's my little stack right there for the week/month, plus the reread that I'm doing, which I'm not going to share that book with you guys because, you know, we don't promote that here on this channel, and if you know, you know, you know. And then also One of Us is Lying. So that's what, 4, 5, 6 books that I'm currently trying to read for the month, which is pretty good in my opinion. Usually that's about the book, as much books that I do read for the month, sometimes less. I don't think it's ever more than that. So I don't know. I have quite a bit of summer reads that I want to get through before the fall time gets here, because once fall gets here, I think I'm going to jump back into more fantasies, and then also I want to try and pick up a little bit more cozy mysteries, and I haven't decided if I want to go buy some or if I want to see what my library has, but who knows, we'll see. any plans for the week. I don't have that I know of. I know later on this evening I have to run to Walmart because I have to go and get some groceries that I didn't get like the other day that I went. So I have to do that, so that way we have food for the rest of the week for me to cook and stuff like that, and make sure everybody is just ready for school. I still gotta go buy some socks and stuff for my girls. I have to go buy my son a new water bottle for school, and just make sure everybody is ready for Wednesday, because Wednesday is when they start school. So it's a very awkward day to start, but whatever, it is what it is. And then as far as that goes, I will be doing homework in between my time. Anyways, yeah, what I'm gonna go do now, actually, since I'm just chilling, I'm gonna take some medicine for my headache. I'm gonna edit last week's vlog so that way I can try and have that up today, if not today, tomorrow, because it's been a couple days since I've actually, I think it's almost been a week, or maybe a little over a week since I last posted a video. So there's that. I am planning though to do a makeup video soon, so I'm excited for that. I've been wanting to do that, but I've been so busy with cleaning and trying to get like the house organized and put together before my kids go back to school, just so I don't have to worry about anything that week, which I feel like cleaning is something that I'm always doing. I'm always fucking cleaning. That's what happens when you have a lot of kids. You clean all the time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for you guys. So hopefully you'll enjoy this vlog. It's gonna be another shit show, another random, chaotic, all over the place, but it is what it is. That's just how we do things on this channel. Oh wait, before I hop off, actually no, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna shut up. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm here. I wanted to let you guys know what I'll be starting for the first book in that stack, other than Queen of Shadows, because I already started that one. I think I'm on like chapter 10. I haven't picked it back up much. I try and read like one chapter a night before I go to bed, but I mean, yeah, I've gotten to chapter 10 so far, so that's still a plus. And then also I did start One of Us is Lying, and I am on part 2 in that one, so I have to read that one at a certain pace because I'm reading that one with my friend's book club. So we decided that we were gonna stop at part 2 and then do our group chat I think today, which is Tuesday. Today is my official last day of summer. Tomorrow my kids go back to school, which means I have to wake up early, get lunch going for my son, and then get him ready, and then it's gonna be a start of a new routine, so which is fine. I need a new routine. I've actually been pretty good though with sticking with routines that I have been doing for myself, so there's that. I haven't been feeling like depressed about not sticking to routine like I normally do, so I love that. I love that for myself. But the book I am going to be reading, since I just finished one book already like 30 minutes ago, which was the reread that I talked about in last week's vlog, so you'll probably see that here soon. I finished that one. I enjoyed it. I even got teary-eyed. I even got teary-eyed reading it, which I always do anyways. Like when I watch the last movie, it always gets me. It always makes me super emotional. I don't know why, it just does. So if you know what book I'm talking about, then you know, because I do talk about it in my last week's vlog, so watch that vlog if you want to know what book I'm talking about. That's besides the point. I hopped on here to share with you guys the book that I'm going to be starting, which is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I decided to pick this one up. I think it's supposed to be like mother and daughter relationship, if I'm not mistaken, so that's very interesting to me because I have 3 girls, and then obviously like I have my mom, and I just want to see perspectives, you know. So I don't know too much about this book, other than it's like mother-daughter relationship. So I'm excited for this one. Actually, I've been really enjoying Colleen Hoover books as of late, except for like one. There was like one of the books out of the 3 that I've read so far that I didn't really enjoy, but I mean, I've already mentioned it's an opinion that has 2 sides, so it's something that's gonna always be controversial, so I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm excited for this one. I really am, and I am gonna start reading this one. I'm gonna see how far I can get into it today. I have the audio actually for this book, so that should help out a lot. But yes, this is what I'll be reading today. I'll hop back on later, probably just to kind of give you updates about it. But just wanted to share with you guys what I'm starting after finishing the reread. And that's it. I don't have any plans for today. Other than the usual, I'm just going to be chilling, relaxing, enjoy my last day. And then do laundry. Make sure everybody's ready for tomorrow. And that's it. So I'm sitting on the floor in front of the window because this is like the best lighting right now. And I don't know, I just like sitting in front of the window with lighting like this because it makes me look clear in the video. Anyways, so I just finished chapter 1 in this book, and let me tell you, when I related so heavily, I related. So we have 2 sisters in this story who have like a very absent mother, and a father that passed away, and the mom is not very like strict when it comes to rules. Like they don't have like a curfew, like they really don't have normal teenage rules like their friends do. So a lot of people, I get, the main character described it as they have freedom that their friends wish they had. And when I say that, I resonated so tough, it's not even funny, because I don't want to make my mom sound like a bad parent in any way, shape, or form. I freaking love my mom, and I will do anything I possibly can for her, because even though she had her own struggles, she did her best on what she thought was the best she could do. And I don't hate her for it, and I'm not mad at her for it, but I am connecting with the main character in that sense, because I had freedom like that, where I could go out and stay the night at my boyfriend's house. When I was 14 years old, I was allowed to go hang out with my boyfriend at his home and stay the night, and he was allowed to come over and stay the night. So that's what I mean by like my mom, she cared, but I think she knew that there was only so much she could do. And I know she could have definitely done more. She definitely could have done a whole lot more and could have stopped that whole situation. But I think she just thought in her mind that she couldn't, if that makes any sense. So yeah, the 2 main characters have a lot of freedom when it comes to like their social life. And the main character is also the oldest sister. Like I have a little sister. She's 23. So I'm obviously older than her, and I was super overprotective of my sister. And as soon as I turned 18, like I got custody of my sister, because at the time my sister was living with my dad, and I have no relationship with my dad, and I knew the kind of lifestyle, the living situation that my sister was in was not good. So that's why I took it into my own hands. So the main character is like that. She's very protective of her sister. She doesn't want to sound like she's being motherly when it comes to her sister, but she kind of is. She just is trying to be a big sister and also like an adult figure in her sister's life. So, and her sister's only 16, so I think the main character is 17 and her sister is 16. So yeah, they're not too far in age, but she's still an older sister. So I totally, like I said, connected with that as well, because even now, like I will do anything and everything for my sister. And I really felt it when my sister was a teenager. She was like a preteen, and I was barely, like, I think 19. I wasn't even 21 yet whenever my sister started hanging out with friends and stuff. And there was a lot of situations where I tried to like educate my sister, like, please don't make these mistakes. I've already made them look where they've gotten me. Like, all I want to do is, I've always wanted better for my sister. That's all I can say, is like I really wanted better for my sister. So I always made sure that I was the present parent that she needed, while also being her sister at the same time. So far this book is like telling my story but in a different light. And not only that, the sister is having like a pregnancy scare. I was actually pregnant at the age of 14, so I had my daughter when I was 15, and now that I'm fixing to have a 15-year-old, that scares me, because I don't want my girls to make those choices that I made. I for my sister, I wanted better for her. I want better for my girls. So yeah, she doesn't know she's pregnant. She's having a pregnancy scare at the moment, the adult sister. So it's so crazy. And then not only that, like her younger sister is already talking about having sex, that she wants to have sex because she feels like she needs to, because she's been dating this guy for 2 months and he's been holding out or whatever, like so she feels like she has to. So, and her, like the older sister is obviously telling her like, you don't need to do that, and is explaining to her how she felt when she had sex, and is pretty much trying to educate her. I feel like I did that so much with my sister, just trying to like give her advice from personal experiences. So yeah, so far with chapter 1, I am excited to read this book and see how much more I can relate to this book. Hey guys, happy Friday. So I wanted to hop on and share with you guys the book that I finished last night. So I finished Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, and I rated this book a 4 stars. It was leaning to a 3.5 for a while, but the ending really picked up. It made it a 4-star read for me. So let's talk about it. I finished this book last night, and you guys have been hearing me kind of go briefly into it. I did mention that the main character Morgan really resonated with me so much, especially in her teenage years, and when it came to like her sister and how she tried to protect her sister from a lot of mistakes that she made as a teenager. And then moving forward, when they're adults, Morgan has a teenage daughter that their relationship's pretty rocky for the most part. Like her daughter they're close, but there's some things that her daughter really doesn't confide in her like with, but will go to like Morgan's sister, and Morgan kind of gets a little jealous about it because she's like, wants her daughter to have that connection with her, but understands that your teenagers are not going to tell you everything, and it's a good thing that at least her teenage daughter was telling her sister, and then therefore her sister would tell her what was being said between her and her daughter. So let me tell you guys. Okay, so a very tragic thing happens in the story. Actually, 2 tragic things happen, and the daughter and the mother are left in this position where they have to grieve, and a lot of secrets are coming out after this very tragic thing happens. And when Morgan finds out what's really been going on in her marriage, she tries to shield this away from her daughter because she doesn't want her daughter to know the truth about what really happened on the day that her dad passed away, because she doesn't want her daughter to get this hateful image of her father, because they've had like a very close connection with one another. Like, she obviously loved her dad very, very much. So when all these secrets start coming out, it's really hard for Morgan to process the fact that her whole marriage was a lie, and even though she was living for her husband wasn't living for her. And yeah, so why I was gonna rate this book a 3.5 stars, because I felt like a lot of the chapters towards the very end were very repetitive. I felt like when I would finish one chapter and start the next, I was really getting the feeling that I was rereading the chapter that I had just previously finished. So it was very much the same with a lot of chapters like that. I mean, like towards the very end, a lot of the chapters were like that. And it was a lot of like the daughter being rebellious and just talking about how much she hated her mother. And that's pretty much what we got towards the very end. It was very repetitive, and it was starting to get annoying and frustrating. I'm just like, girl, like, if you're so upset with your mom but you want answers, like, go get the answers. If you're already upset with her, like, go ask your mom what's going on. Tell her to tell you the truth, instead of making up assumptions in your head and not giving your mom the benefit of the doubt. So I'm not going to get too deep into what I'm really talking about in that whole situation, because I don't want to like ruin it for anybody that wants to read this book. I just know going into it, there's 2 tragedies that happen. Obviously, we talk about grief, and then we're going to talk about like secrets being revealed, and then also there obviously is some depression in this book because of the grief, so we get that. And I think that's pretty much it. If you ever decide to pick this book up, go and make sure you look up all triggers. But as far as I know, we do deal with grief and depression. It's a good read, I'm not gonna lie. It's sad but also happy. Like, the ending was very happy, very much closure, clarity. Morgan's daughter finally got the answer she was looking for after all that mess she was putting herself through, her and her mom. Like, it all came together, and it was a happily ever after ending. So that's what I really much enjoyed, after all the repetitiveness of Morgan's daughter being rebellious and just talking about how much she hated her mom, like the last 30 pages of the book. But other than that, like, I really enjoyed it. I connected with the character a lot, especially like in her teenagers, like I mentioned before. And then I can understand like having teenagers, because I have teenagers. It's a hard job. It really is. It doesn't get any easier when they get older. 4 stars for this one. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ready to leave, because I'm going to go take my husband some breakfast. And then I have my Kindle and People Will Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry in this book sleeve with my headphones. And then I have my laptop and my other stuff in my book bag in the living room, because I think if I need to look at the weather before I leave my husband's job to see if it's going to rain anytime soon, because if it is, then I'll just come home. But if it's not, and it's just going to be cloudy today and it's not going to rain till like later on this evening, then I think I'm going to head over to Barnes and Nobles, have a coffee, and do some homework and maybe some reading. We'll see. But I'm going to take this just in case I do feel like reading instead of doing homework. But I'm going to take my laptop in case I decide to do homework and not read. So it's just, you know, I'm all over the place right now. But I just really wanted to hop on and talk to you guys about Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Yeah, it was good. I'm not gonna say it wasn't good. I still enjoyed it, even though like the banter and the daughter really annoying me, because she just kept talking about how much she hated her mom and she wanted answers but didn't want to like go ask her for the truth. So that's one thing that slightly annoyed me. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna hop off. This is going to be another long weekly vlog. If I remember to vlog at Barnes & Nobles, I will. But you guys have already seen my Barnes & Nobles like 100 times. So, like, nothing's new. If I do decide to pick something up, I'll let you guys know. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But until then, I'm going to hop off and get going. Because I need to go. So, see you later. Hey guys, so I wanted to hop on real quick and end my vlog for last week, because I didn't end it. I managed to finish People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I loved that book so much. It was a 5-star read for me. I had such an amazing time reading that. I loved it so much. I don't even know what else to say about it, but I really enjoyed it. Wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did, but I did. And then the other book I finished was One of Us is Lying by Karen McMahon. I think that's their name. And that one was okay too. That one definitely did keep me on the edge of my seat. So I didn't, like, as soon as I thought I had a theory on who did the actual like crime, it completely did a whole turn, and I wasn't expecting what actually really happened. So yeah, other than that, like, I think I rated that one a 4-star. It was a good read. That one's a trilogy, so I don't think I'm gonna continue the series though, because I feel like book 1, I don't see where it can go from there. There was like no loose ends or anything. They pretty much like wrapped it all up, so I think the second book is supposed to be something entirely different. But yeah, I liked the first one, so I don't think I'm going to continue with the second one. It's giving very much A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And that one I freaking loved. The main character in that book was amazing. And I loved like how all 3 books tied into each other somehow. So I don't think the One of Us is Lying is a series like that. I don't think anything's gonna tie it together, because like I said, everything was pretty much like all the loose ends were put together, so there's no loose ends with that one. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say that I'm not gonna have a vlog for next week. I have a lot going on this week, from like getting everything ready for the party that we're having back home. So yeah, there won't be another vlog, but there will be like another video that I have to film either today or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And then after we get back from our little vacation, then I'll continue with my vlogs. That's probably all you're probably going to be seeing a lot here on this channel. Mostly is like vlogs, because I like them. And I'm not going to apologize for it no more. But But yeah, that's it for this, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.